alaikum. Now we're going to be doing a description and preparation to an asim jofa suit. That's basically the design. It's design number AJC/03B. It's in a cream and black combination of chiffon, and basically I won't be stitching this, but I will be giving you a little bit of a lowdown on what it is that you're getting in this suit and how you would go about doing the preparation to make this suit. Okay, so we're going to unpack the suit. This is £135 retail price for this, and it's come to me because the lady that it was given to for sewing actually couldn't do the bottom scalloping, you know, the scalloped edge at the bottom of the hem. Now the way the suit comes is it's in a multiple layer of pieces. So what you've got is you've got embroidered part for the sleeves. It's on a fine chiffon, and it's got this embroidery which is not such a brilliant embroidery. Now let me see if it's got, yeah, the sleeves have also been partially taken out, but I'm not going to scallop the edges of the sleeves because they're quite irritating. So we're going to leave the sleeves. The sleeves are embroidered. There we are, that's the sleeves. It's like a crumply type of embroidery, not exactly my cup of tea. This is the back of the dress. Now the back is also scalloped. So what we're going to do is, before I go on to do anything else, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how we're going to go around scalloping this, doing this edging on this. So you need to get like a board or something on a flat surface, and then use some drawing pins and just basically put a couple of pins in the one side and then pull the other side so that it's really taut, you know, really hard, nicely pulled. And you want a couple more of these pins in a few places. Pulled hard, and then once you've got this pulled hard in a few places, you need one of these soldering irons warmed up, and you basically need to burn this out. Now you need the board surface so that, you know, it's on a really fine pure chiffon, and pure chiffon again is a little bit burn out. So this is the back of the dress that we're currently doing, what we're going to be doing. Now this really hasn't got much of a shape, but because, you know, the girl who's purchased this, obviously she's bought it because it looks very fancy in the photo, this edging burnt out. And it's not something that everybody wants to tackle. I recently saw some guy, a tailor at the bazaar, burning this out with a cigarette lighter. I wouldn't recommend that, burning it out with a cigarette lighter. I would suggest investing in a tool like this. There is a wood burning machine that I also have. Wood burning, is it called a wood burner, or is it's more like an engraver that you use for burning out pieces. Now this one is actually a soldering iron, And the only thing that you have to really be careful, and I have done several of these videos where I've shown how you go about using these, but you just have to be very careful that you don't get burnt or you don't have any young children near you when you do something like this. Okay, so it's a bit of a, you know, this, depending on the type of fabric that you're using, this particular fabric is a little bit more difficult to burn out than your normal fabric, which is like silky synthetic type of fabrics. Pure fabrics tend to burn out more difficult, and this is pure chiffon. So the difference between this suit and a replica is, the main difference between this and a replica is that would be on a normal chiffon, which is not of a very good quality, whereas this is quite a good quality chiffon. But the price reflects, or you can buy a replica for perhaps £30–35, and the original you are looking at paying 110, 120, and something like 135, like the price of this. Generally these suits are sold between 12,000 to 15,000, 14,000 rupees on the website. So that is roughly about over £100. So the price is reflective. Now when you do this to it, you can actually burn it out a lot more easily. So that's the one side done. I'm going to take out the pins. That was just to stop it from moving out of place. We use the pins. Now I'm going to leave it like this because I'll leave this to the person who's going to be stitching this to sort the rest of it out. I won't be stitching it as I'm very limited on time, and I really haven't got the time to actually do that. Now the main part of this is the daman. Now with the daman, it's got, we're going to be taking it from this side because this is the easiest side where we can take out the shape from. So it's going to reduce a little bit of the length. Right, okay, so the front portion of this we're going to be shaping. Right, now it's leaving a mark, so what we're going to do is, before we continue, we're just going to clean this. Clean this with a clean bit of cottony fabric, which I'm just going to go and locate.